A lot of people wonder, can you milk a beef cow on your homestead, small farm or ranch? Well, we're going to answer that question today. We're going to show you a little bit about it. One of the questions is, can you actually get enough milk from a beef cow? Is it worth it? Is it going to get you what you want, or do you have to have a milk cow to get what you want for milk for your homestead? And Sarah's going to show you in a minute milking the cow, and we're going to talk through some common questions.
Over here we get this extra board out of the way. Should get her some more hay though. She'll stand better if I get her more hay. This is what she wants. And I have a little bit of grain here I give her. And then I'll grab the jars and get started. So I like filtering the milk as soon as I'm milking. So I just take a cheesecloth folded several layers over to make sure it has a good filter and put it on there with a rubber band. And then we get started. She's been very accepting of the process. Some people wash their cow's udder. If they live in a corral, that's typically necessary. But she just lives out on pasture, which is super nice, so she stays pretty clean, and any dirt that falls off the filter catches right away, so I usually don't have to clean her off.
So while we're doing the milking here, we're going to go through and talk about some common questions about milking a beef cow. Does it work? Does it not? Obviously here you're seeing it does work, but how much milk do you normally get from this cow?
She produces close to 1 gallon, and that's only with milking her once a day. If you wanted to get more milk, you could milk twice a day. But for my situation, that's more milk than I need, and takes a lot more time than I'm willing to put into it. So for us, our family of 4, 1 gallon of milk is more than enough milk. So I don't feel like I need to go the effort of trying to get her to produce more than that. It's plenty for drinking and making butter and cheese and whatever else I have time for.
So out of 1 gallon of milk, how much cream do you think you get off of this cow?
It varies from day to day, but about anywhere from a pint to a quart. One day she even had close to half a gallon. It was almost half cream, but I'd say between a pint and a quart is pretty average for her and what she's currently getting fed. I feel like if we gave her more grain, I don't give her very much, just a little snack, but I feel like if we gave her more grain, it might increase both the milk yield and the
All right, can we see the milk
cream.
here?
So here we got a quart of milk. So then I bring it over to my big jar, stick a big cloth on there, get my other rubber band here. If you tuck it way down in there, it goes much smoother than.
So why
Otherwise
don't
it just
you
overflows.
use the big jug in there.
It's too hard to hold on to. My hands aren't that big.
So why don't you set a bucket under there like everybody sees in the pictures?
I am worried about her knocking it over and stomping around. They're a lot more likely to get manure in there. I feel like this is cleaner, but if you have a super quiet cow and feel like trying it, I have thought about it, but I don't have a good bucket with a big bottom that would not tip over, and she moves around just enough. I feel like it would probably get tipped over at some point, so I like doing it this way just because it's clean and easy.
So this cow is a specific breed of beef cow. She's a Gelbvieh, Gelbvieh. You can look them up on the internet. They originally came from Germany. They're originally a three-purpose breed. They were used for beef, for dairy, and for draft work, like pulling plows and that sort of thing. Now they're mostly a beef cow with a lot of milk. And so among all the beef breeds, they're probably one of the best choices for milking just because they do have a lot of milk. They are known to be a docile, gentle breed. Now, my family's been raising this Gelbvieh breed for over 30 years, and so we have a good history with them. Other cows of other breeds you can milk, and they'll have varying amounts of milk. Now, the other couple cows you saw earlier in the video, we have milked them as well. The other black cow, she was regularly giving about a half a gallon, and this one's been giving about a gallon. The red cow did not give much milk at all, and I believe she somehow is able to control how much milk she lets down.
Okay, I got another quart here that I'll go dump in my jar.
And there's probably ways around it, probably ways to talk her into giving her milk, but since we had 3 of them to choose from, this one is giving us the best by far of the 3. So you're going to run into that with any beef cow if you decide to milk her. One's going to do better than another. Same thing with dairy cows, one's going to do better than another. Now, talking about the amounts of milk, I have friends that have Jersey cows and different other milk cows, and they're often getting 5 gallons a day per cow, and that's just way more milk than we need for what we're doing with it for drinking and making a few things and a little butter. So at this point we've decided to just stick with milking our beef cows, and we aren't die hard about it. We milk them here and there. Now these cows have already had their calves weaned for the year, so they're kind of probably on the decline of milk production here. And you know, obviously you have to have a cow have a calf every year to be able to produce milk. Cows will vary in the amount of time that they stay fresh with milk. Some of them, you know, a few months, some of them a year and a half, until they have to be freshened again. It just really varies on the cow. I think that was a little bit of the problem with our other cow when we were milking her, the one that was giving a half gallon. I think she just was kind of already declining on her production for the year. The red cow that we hardly got any milk out of, obviously her calf this year did well, so she obviously has milk. She just was somehow able to control the production when we asked for it and not give us any. And so those are some different considerations for milking a beef cow. So the answer is yes, you can milk a beef cow and get milk. Your cream amount is probably going to be less than a dairy cow in general. Now this cow herself seems to be doing very well and producing lots of cream, but in general your cream amount is probably going to be less from a beef cow, and your total milk volume is going to be less. Now what some people do with their dairy cows is they put a couple calves on it as well, and that can also be done with the beef cows. If you don't want to have to milk all the time while you have the calves, you can let the calves nurse the cow and then separate them for a little while and get some milk, and then put them back together. And obviously you're not going to get as much that way, but it also allows you to be able to get milk more on demand. One of the big things about milking a cow is you have to milk them once or twice a day to be able to keep them in milk if they don't have a calf on them. And you know, it kind of cramps your lifestyle if you want to go around to town and do something, or if you want to take a vacation or something. You either have to find somebody to milk the cow for you, or you quit milking the cow and she dries up, or you just don't leave. So those are all considerations if you're thinking about getting a milk cow that you may not think about. So let me know in the comments what questions you have about the cow and the cows and milking, and we'll try to answer those.
Some other thoughts are, this shows that you don't have to have a halter broke cow. A lot of the dairy cows, they halter break and actually catch and tie up and whatever. And if you have the right setup, you can just run them in like this and save you the step of having to halter break them. It also shows that you don't have to have a milking machine. The first
You are the milking machine.
few days, your hands might hurt, but your strength builds up and it's not that bad. And it's a lot simpler to clean and deal with all the logistics, and saves you a lot of startup cost until you decide it's really something you're going to stick with and work with.
Often if you already have cows, having a chute's a good idea, so you can control them if you need to give them some antibiotic or some vitamins or anything like that, any sort of injections. And you know, we already have this chute here. It's definitely not ideal for milking. You have to sit in a really awkward position here to milk. Having a stanchion or something like that to where you can sit next to the cow without having this big step here would be a whole lot easier to deal with. But this is what we have. We're making it work. And
All right, I think that's about
all
what
she's got for the day. We'll
So
see
that
how
was-
much we actually ended up with here.
There's
For the last little bit in there.
3 quarts and half of another one, so we should be getting close to our gallon. That's pretty typical. Anywhere between 3/4 of a gallon and a gallon is.
So this is a gallon jar, so we're right about here. So 3/4 of a gallon today.
Still draining through a little bit. So
Still
it'll be
draining through a
more.
little bit, so we'll end up with slightly more. So hope you enjoyed the video, and let us know what questions you have. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let the cow out. We're done milking her here. You can see she's been pretty happy the whole time she's in there. She knows the program. We go back with her buddies, and we'll let them back out onto the pasture here so they can go eat for the day.